2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Atlanta. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. At their own 37-yard line. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll throw with Penix. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Operating from the gun, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 5.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Now Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. It brings up second and 3. At the Falcons, 39-yard line.
Wilson. That one taken in by Neighbors. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wilson. He'll dump this off to Scatteroo. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Scatteroo. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Another Giants first down. A gain of 12. First down, Giants.
And once again, it's Scatteroo. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
It's a big
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
At the 8-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Theo Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Gano the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
At the 24-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
They are going for it. Penix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. First down, here's Scatterby. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing is Wilson. He's got this complete to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll throw now on the final play. Now Pennett's going to hold on to it. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Neighbors. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Robinson up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 38 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw with Penix. That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Give up the middle, Scatterboot. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. An inside run to Scatterboot. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
And the Giants' 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Scatterboot going to run it out of the gun. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run from the gun with Scatterboot. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Scatterboot. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's third down at 5.
Ready, go!
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Again, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the draw, Robinson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Robinson. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Looking deep here for Mooney.
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in